I've recently read, this is a bit of a new angle for me, but it kind of pulled together a bunch of ideas that I've had over the years. Mostly this one about people lacking clarity about their own interests, or basically having an unresolved conflict, internal conflict that keeps them from clarifying what their interests are. And as you practice law over a number of years, it's often amazing because you think to yourself, why are they doing that? Why? That's a common question. Like, why do they do that? Why are they doing this? Why are they, and you're trying to shake your head, and you're always trying to figure out, well, what does the other person really want? So I was reading this book by Daniel Kahneman, who is a psychologist, a PhD psychologist, and he's won a Nobel Prize, and his Nobel Prize is in relates to economics, and he basically spent a lot of his time debunking this theory that people behave rationally, consumers behave rationally and consistently, and that their interests don't change that much over time. And so he basically, all his studies kind of debunked that, and that's kind of a central precept of economics. Thinking fast and slow, basically he has this idea that there's the fast thinking brain and there's the slow thinking brain. And the fast thinking brain kind of dominates and makes a lot more mistakes than the slow thinking brain. And the slow thinking brain doesn't get engaged very often. And so that's what we're going to talk about. So let's start out with a word problem to kind of illustrate this. Take a look at that. What's the answer? Who wants to give me the answer? Yep. That's right. How many people thought it was 10? Okay. Well, it's designed. The problem is designed that way, right? If you've seen this this is a common problem. It's been out there. You've probably seen it. But that's right. You're right. 5 cents is the answer. But a lot of people say 10. They instantly go to 10, and it's because it's kind of a trick, right? It's kind of set up as a trick. And what he's saying is that this is the kind of mistake that our fast-thinking brain makes. What you really want to have is you want to have your slow-thinking brain sort of see that and go, oh, hold on, it's a trick question. It's got to be something other than 10 because 10's too easy, 10's too obvious. 50% of students at Harvard, Princeton, and MIT get this wrong.